Hi everyone, hope you're all having a fabulous day. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please consider hitting that notification bell, subscribing so that you don't miss out on any future readings. This one's gonna be on what surprises are headed your way. Okay, those could be a plethora of different reasons. Please take this reading with a grain of salt, but they will be touching on both positive and negative changes that might be coming, okay? But nothing's ever really negative. If anything, they're always learning lessons, okay? So please, like I said, don't take this too seriously. These readings are for entertainment purposes only, but it should be interesting today, okay? A couple things to note before we get into it. If there's anything that you like about this reading, anything that resonates, please consider like giving me a like, give me a thumbs up, comment. I love reading your guys' comments. It's the best part of doing this job. And lastly, check out the description box. All the timestamps will be there, what cards I use, the link to my Patreon channel, and how to book with me. Okay, so let's get right into this. Okay, so with your rectangular citrine will be pile 1, your amethyst will be pile 2, your jade crystal will be pile 3, and your circular citrine will be pile 4. So let's get into this, starting with pile 1. Okay, so there could be a plethora of different changes within this reading, so stick around. This is a general reading. There will be a bunch of different things that could be happening. We will get into these cards in a bit. If you've missed the intro to my video, guys, please check the description box. You'll find the timestamps there, what cards I use, and also the link to my Patreon channel, okay? We have a lot of fun over there, guys. You might want to check it out. I do offer different types of readings. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, so let's talk about a lot of the different changes that might be happening, okay? Like I said, go with what resonates. There will be more to come within these cards, but we're just gonna touch on this first. So it looks like the wheels are turning here. I do see Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. There could be some money that's coming towards you that you're not expecting. Because it's the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it is something that's happening behind the scenes. You might not be aware of it right now. It might be a little bit strange for you to hear that. But when I say the Wheel of Fortune, it tells me as a reader that it's something happening behind the scenes. Now, I think this is money owed to you. I feel like with the hand extending with the pentacle, it feels something like being rightfully returned to one's owner, okay? So I don't know if someone out there owes you money. I don't know if there's a business that owes you money. It could be as simple as maybe some business overcharged you and now you're receiving your what was rightfully yours, okay? So there's something going on here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune in regards to that. What else I see as well is that looks like there could be the news of a birth. With the Page of Cups and the Sun, it looks to me like we have news of a little child, you know, coming into the world. I don't know if this is actually you finding out you're pregnant, but it could definitely be news of, so maybe someone you know that is going to be pregnant soon or already is. I feel like this news is actually going to be really nice because I think whoever is pregnant with the child, it was a little bit difficult for them, okay? It was difficult for them. So I think this is actually really good news. It's happy news. Yeah, like I said, this could be either you or someone you know. Very interesting here with the Page of Cups and the Sun. Whoever this child is going to be something very special. I mean, all babies are special, but I feel like this child's going to come into the world with like a vengeance, like just wanting to do things, wanting to take over, wanting to change the world in some positive way. So it's kind of cute, okay? That was a little extra message there. So the Star card and the Five of Cups. Now this is a little interesting. This is where I told you like it could kind of get negative a bit. But like I said, take what resonates. You could have a sneaking suspicion on some sort of level with the psyche here, the Star. This is like feeling one's own intuition here about something that's about to leave your life. Now, this could literally be a person who might be leaving. So what do I mean by that in plainer terms? Someone could literally be passing away, okay? If it's not that, I think you are aware of on some level that something needs to go. If this is not a death, something needs to go in your life that's not serving you any longer with the Star card, okay? I think with these two cards, if it's not the death, I think you kind of don't even have a choice over this. I think there's going to be something that's going to be leaving your life soon, okay? And it could be a something. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be something that I feel like is no longer serving you, and you know that. Because with the Five of Cups, the way this person looks with their head down, they know this is not good for them. I feel like there's a lack of within this thing. Now this could, let me put this in plain terms. This could be a job that's about to come out of your life, or maybe like they let you go. You need to ride with that. You need to really ride with that. Whatever this change is, I'm really hearing that you need to kind of ride the wave. And it's interesting because the better we can do that in life when we ride the waves, the better we can kind of like adapt and recoup. Because when you can flow with life, you'll have an easier time here, okay? Because with the universe, it will always help you as far as discarding what, you know, is no longer serving you or doesn't belong with you anymore. So I'm hearing you need to ride that wave. Now, if it's a person who's leaving or passing away, it could be kind of difficult, but I feel like with the Star card, you have some sort of inkling of this. So I don't know if you are aware of someone who's not doing well right now, or they're kind of very sick, or you have a sneaking suspicion about it. The cards are saying you're right, okay? So to expect that. Now, we have something else going on here now. With the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Lover's card here, it's interesting. I feel like there's gonna be some sort of clarification or something coming to light regarding like a romantic partner. Now, like I said, like these will all relate to different people who are watching this, so just go with whatever makes sense to you at this moment. But there's some sort of revelation coming out about somebody. Now, this could be like a love interest, like a romantic partner, but this could also very much be like a family member, or someone that you would consider a loved one. It could even be a friend. Something is going to be made aware to you that is going to be like along the lines of like a aha moment or like a revelation about this person. So I don't know if you've been hurt by somebody recently, but it's not just going to be the hurt that you're going to have to be like, the hurt will actually disappear. The revelation will replace that hurt. And it could actually make you feel better. Now, this is really great because when we can stop hurting and then we kind of see what kind of happened, that's actually a lot better. Our eyes are open. So I feel like your eyes are going to be opened regarding a particular person that I feel like is quite toxic towards you, or was toxic towards you. So this could even apply to someone who's left your life, but something is being shown to you about this person. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords, like I'm telling you, it's going to be like an aha moment. With Five of Swords as well, too, it's going to be like, wow, I didn't even see that. I did not even see that regarding that person. And if they're already gone, you will feel a lot better that they're gone. If they're not gone, you're going to have to start probably making some decisions regarding this person, because I feel like with this person, you've had the blinders on. And not to like judge you, because we all do that, but I feel like we're trying to see somebody in their best light, and they're not. They're not what we think they are, okay? But we all go through this. We all go through this at some point in our life, so there's no judgment here, okay? So let's see what more changes, surprises are coming, okay? Coins, money will be coming to you. So yeah, there's some sort of money that's coming into your life now. I don't know if it's owed to you. I don't know how it will come to you, but I feel like it could just be like a flash of money. So this could be like maybe even a booking, a client, I don't know. But there's gonna be some money, and I feel like it's gonna be unexpected in the sense where, not that you don't expect it, but it's gonna be like very nice, because it could be a good amount of money, okay? I don't really feel like this is $5 or $10. I feel like this is like hundreds of dollars, okay? Gong, an exciting event. So there's an exciting event coming up, I think, for you. Now this could be whatever, it could be a wedding, but I think it has to do with this child's, the announcement of this pregnancy, okay? I think everybody kind of is gonna be really happy about it. So I don't know if this is like maybe even in your family, you find out you're gonna be an aunt or something, but this child is it's not just like you're hearing a coworker, although it could be, but I feel like this child means something to you. Interesting. bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So it's interesting. Let's focus on the period part, okay? Period of prosperity. I'm telling you, this money, it might not be lasting, because with the wheel of fortune, it's always turning. The movements are turning. The times are turning. But there's going to be a brief period of time where there's going to be some good bread coming in, okay? You're going to be like really baking that bread, okay? Making it. And I would advise maybe to kind of be very careful with what you spend it on, because like the wheel goes up, the wheel can go down, okay? It's not exactly the most stable. Chair empty, someone is leaving your life. Yep, I think someone's leaving. And it's interesting too, because they always say that a baby is born when someone passes, like someone passes, and then it's like there's some sort of interconnected thing with that, where we see people who leave our life and then all of a sudden there's a baby born. So there could be some sort of correlation with this. I just saw that right now, and I haven't actually thought about that saying in a while, but it's interesting. You'll notice that, the flow of life, you know, the ebb and flow, okay? Let's see what else. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. Life is tough, but so are you. So, you know, there could be like a little bit of an inner dragon going on with you at the moment right now, and why you're kind of ready for some changes to happen. Maybe life hasn't really been recently so stable. It looks like it's going to continue that way for a bit. And that doesn't mean that you're not stable. It means that you can handle it. So if you're finding your life is very tough right now, and you kind of don't know what to do, you feel like there's nothing stable, maybe it's supposed to be like that for a bit, okay? But I'll tell you, you're represented by this dragon here. So you've got every capable skill within you to kind of deal with this, because I feel like this is a lot of up and down. I mean, if we look at this, let's say everything applies to you. You know, it's like we have a passing and we have a new child being born, and then there's money being expected, but it might not be, you know, stable. So I can see how you would have to be tough to deal with this, okay? And then we also have a dealings with a toxic person, who I feel like was really not the nicest person to you, okay? So you've dealt very well with this. So this is kind of just like the card saying, you know, good for you at this moment. Now let's see what's here. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So how you can better deal with all this changes that are about to like bestow upon you, or maybe you've been dealing with like a lot of fluctuating changes, is to retreat. I don't know how big you are at, you know, meditation or going off into the middle of the forest and just kind of listening to yourself, your thoughts, but this is needed. So this is very needed at this time. I don't know if you're surrounded by a lot of people. I mean, it does feel like there's a lot of people within this, you know, spread. Like you would have a lot of people around you. You need to take time out for yourself. You have to disconnect. You have to, I feel like even at this point, work on yourself or continue to work on yourself. So if you are making time for yourself, kudos to you. This is excellent. The cards are saying that everything you've been doing up until this point is wonderful, because when you can take time out for yourself and really, you know, retreat and focus on your thoughts and what you want out of life, that's like a big high five from the angels, the spirits, guides, the universe, whatever, because a lot of people don't do that. They don't do that. They think it's selfish, okay? This is not being selfish. So keep retreating. Maybe even learn how to kind of ground. I think with this pile, we definitely need some grounding. I think your energy could be a little bit like, not chaotic, but I don't know why I'm feeling anxiety here. Okay, there's anxiety of like, I don't know what the next day will bring. Just kind of work on that, because anxiety is very difficult. I dealt with it before myself. And I noticed I had to usually go on a lot of nature walks and sometimes even take my shoes off and put my feet in the earth to ground. So this is something that maybe might be able to help you, okay? So yes, Rectangular Citrine, lots of changes, okay? Lots of changes headed your way. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you thought. Okay, so our beautiful amethyst. Let's see what's going on with you guys. If you missed my intro, there's going to be a lot of different changes that could be headed your way within these piles, especially because it's a general reading. Just take what resonates, and there's more to come with those cards, so stick around as well. If you missed the intro as well, my Patreon link, what cards I use are in the description box, timestamps there. Everything is neatly situated there. So just, you know, go right to the description box. Oh goodness. Okay. Wow. This is heavy and this is deep. This is heavy and this is deep. Okay, let's go very slowly here. A lot of your changes that are coming up, I mean, we haven't got to down here yet, have to do with, you know, what you've been dealing with, okay? There could be like a release. There could be more of this. Now, what am I talking about? I think whoever picked this pile has really went through a pretty difficult life where you feel like at this point, clicking on this video is actually a joke because every day, like I'm dealing with surprises or I don't feel like stable in my emotions. Maybe whoever picked this pile is dealing with like some sort of anxiety or depression. I feel like you're very connected to who you are as a person with the moon here and the high priestess. And I think that's why you're kind of feeling like that. So people who kind of aren't connected to themselves on this level, they tend to kind of maybe more push things down, or they tend to kind of like block it out. I see here because you're such an intuitive person and you're connected with the moon. This is why you feel everything. So it's actually not your fault. Really, it's not your fault. But what surprises or, you know, are headed your way is that there's more change to come. Okay. And I don't know if you want to hear that because you're just like, well, you know, I've been dealing with it. I've really been dealing with it. And I'm like, maybe why I clicked on this for good news, you know? But listen, we still have down here to talk about. I'm just talking up here. There's more ego deaths coming, okay? Not just ego deaths, transformations. I think you're choosing to deal with things and really face them head on, which, you know, a lot of people don't. They can have things that happen to them in their childhood or, you know, the past, and they just block it out, okay? But I think you're just choosing to kind of go and dive deep, okay? What comes with that is, in a way, like a tormented soul, okay? So there's a lot more to come. Now, we do have a good card here with the 9 of Cups. Whatever you're trying to achieve with this, whether you're working on yourself or trying to figure out, like, you know, what you're gonna do, or, you know, taking the time to spend time with yourself and maybe make a new self or improve yourself, it's gonna pay off, okay? So the surprise and the change that is headed your way is that this is all gonna pay off. And I feel like that in itself is a beautiful message, because that would be even more better than hearing, I don't know, you're gonna get a stack of money, or, you know, a lover is gonna come in. I mean, when you can say that, you know, peace is on its way within oneself, that's a beautiful gift, okay? But it's not just a gift, you've done the work. So it's really you as well who's, you know, a part to play in this. Now, I don't think you see this coming with the 2 of Swords, okay? Her eyes are bandaged. It's funny, she has the moon behind her as well again. Moon's here too, okay? At the feet of the high priestess, and then we have that moon card. I think you're very, very in touch with yourself, but I don't think you see the end road. I think at this point, there could be a little bit of a blurriness. So in clicking on this video, my gift to you is to tell you that this will pay off one day. May not be soon, may not be, I don't know, in a month from now, but it will pay off. And anybody who does this kind of work on themselves, it does pay off. I'm living testament to it, okay? So what you need to be aware of is, yes, there will be more lessons. Yes, there will be more maybe sad times of, you know, you kind of diving deep and seeing what's going on or what you've dealt with, but it will pay off. So that could be just for a few of you out there. Now let's move to down here. 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands. There's going to be communication coming forth. Okay, now this could be from a friend or a lover, but I feel like this is someone who you haven't heard from in a while. What's interesting about this communication, though, is that with the 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords, I feel like you're going to send them away. Now, this makes me feel like maybe someone you really wished for or you were hoping for, but in the process of you working on yourself or seeing someone for who they really were, you kind of became this badass, woman, okay? And you realize you don't need them. Maybe you realize that they just don't fit the part of your future, anymore. Or maybe, you can't maybe be this woman if they're around. It could be a plethora of reasons, okay, why you send them away. But it's interesting because we have the Six of Swords. So there's going to be communication coming forth from someone who I feel like is really thinking of you at this time. And I feel like the fact that they're thinking of you makes me feel like to some degree they might have done something bad. So they're thinking about the regret or what they've done. Maybe you've already accepted an apology that you've never gotten from them and you're good with that. You don't even need it from them anymore. That's what it feels like, because you see this woman on this Knight of Pentacles, she's really standing strong in her convictions, okay? She's whole on her own. She's happy. She's content with whatever she has. She's self-made. She's doing it up, okay? She's doing it up. She doesn't need a damn person, okay? And I feel like this person maybe has thoughts that you need them, but they're sadly mistaken, okay? Because you don't. Now, if this is a friend as well, it can go the same way. Maybe you're just done. You're done. I feel like whoever this person's coming forward, whoever this person is that will be coming forward, you're kind of, I feel like at this point, tired, or they've taken too long, or you're done. Something along those lines. Like, again, this can be anybody you've had a connection with, okay? This could even be a mother, a father, a cousin, who knows, okay? With the Two of Cups, there was some sort of exchange between you two. That could be like good times, fun times. Sorry about that. My tripod has its own mind. Okay, so let's get back to the reading. Yeah, I think you would be surprised that you might want this person to come back. But I think when they do, you will be surprised at how much your reaction is like, oh, yeah. I don't really care, Sometimes that happens. We want things to happen, and then when they do, it's like we're actually surprised as to how much we don't really care now that it has happened, okay? So let's see what else is going on here in these other cards. Wind chime, peace and harmony. So there's going to be peace within coming up soon for you. There could be a period of time where you feel like you really have it. You've figured it out. Feels good. It feels good. It's like a time where, I don't know, it just feels like one of those times, I've been through this type of journey before, okay? You have weeks where you're just like feeling on top of the world, and then you're back in the pits of hell, the next week. So there could be a smoother time coming up for you. So just look out for that. You're going to feel really good though. You're going to feel really good. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So there could be someone who makes a little bit of an appearance into your life. This could literally be an angel, okay? I've had people who I've had bizarre moments. I should probably start telling stories like this on my YouTube channel. I've had angels come through. They were brief moments. And it's that kind of thing where you look back and then they're gone, okay? There could be someone coming forth. Now, this could be even from the other side in your dream state to kind of help you along in this journey, okay? There could be something that's said to you that kind of hits your soul. But there is help coming, which is really exciting, actually. This is actually very exciting. So interesting. But I'm seeing that this could be even like an angel visit, okay? Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Okay, so listen, with this cane, this is definitely like assistance. And I'm getting that here as well too. You have a team of people. Yes, we all have a team of people on the other side, but you might be getting more flashes of insight from your crew than maybe another person who doesn't need it at this time. There's gonna be a lot of bizarre experiences, okay? Whether that be in dream state, people coming forward, or if this is just actual angel visits. This is really exciting. I would love for whoever picked this pile to come back and let me know. I feel like there could be a grandmother or a grandfather who's around. I feel like with the cane, I don't know why, if it's because it's like a cane symbolism for an older person. I feel like there's grandparents that are around, but you will be getting a lot of messages be prepared for that, guys. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. Yeah, and you know why they're opening up? Because you've chosen to do the work so that these pathways can open. I feel like with the Death card too, whoever's picked this pile has had to close a lot of doors, okay, that maybe haven't been so nice to close. Maybe it's literally people you had to remove. Maybe it's like relationships you had to end, and it was not like the easiest thing for you to do, but you knew on a soul level you had to do it, okay? That in itself is going to open up new doorways, because what I always say to you is about when it comes to doors opening, you have to close old ones. You can't just keep those toxic doors open and expect for new ones to open, okay? Because your energy is still dwindling around that old door, okay? So this is exciting, guys, really exciting. Let's see what these say. Oh, you got 3. Start reclaiming who you are. Yeah, I think you don't know how powerful you are. I'm here to tell you, you're really powerful. You're like a badass woman, okay, or man watching this. You are really, really, I feel like cool, interesting. You have a lot to offer, and I don't know if maybe you don't believe that about yourself, but if you don't, these cards are here to tell you that you are. Paint your dreams, sing your songs, enjoy the dance. Life is art. Yeah. So I think you have what it takes to really kind of experience life on a full existence. And that in itself is beautiful, because so many people just come here and they think it's just about, paying bills, and dying. And it's not about that. Okay. It's about you kind of dancing within this thing called life and really hitting home on, what you're supposed to be doing, okay? And I think you're really in touch with yourself. This could be a very psychic person who picked this pile, and you're really living up to your potential, okay? So you need to know that. I feel like you need to know that, okay? This is all not for no reason. There's a bigger picture here. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Yep. And this is your motto. This is your motto. You're changing everything about, maybe what was set up for you, maybe how people perceive you, what you're supposed to do according to society. You're changing that. You're saying, you know what? I'm going to take a chance here and really listen to my intuition, because we haven't been taught that, right? So this is going to pay off. That's kind of the main message I'm hearing. This will all pay off. Now, what does this say? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I think it took a long time for you to get to this place, okay? I don't think it was that easy for you to love. I think you've been hurt a lot. I don't think you trusted people. But I think through this process of what you're doing with your life, you are just kind of making yourself and your energy very clean, okay? And when it's clean like that, you're not going to go into any kind of relationship or any kind of experience with somebody carrying baggage, okay? So this is what I feel. I feel there's a releasing of baggage here, and now it's safe for you to love. So I think you should trust yourself. I think you should trust other people. I think you should trust, maybe people coming in. I'm not saying let down your guard completely, because we should never trust people fully. We should always kind of watch their behavior. But I think if you see someone and it's, they're kind of showing themselves to you and it's been a while, I think it's safe for you, okay? I think you deserve it. I think you need some TLC. I really do feel like with this pile, you need some TLC. It's like a given with this pile. So don't you worry. Things are going to get better. There's a lot of positive changes that are about to happen. And what's the most important thing to take away from this pile is that through all this work you're doing is going to bring all these beautiful positive changes. So yes, Amethyst, amazing. Let me know what you guys thought, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, so our beautiful jade crystal. If you missed the intro, guys, there's going to be a bunch of different messages in this pile. We will get to these cards in a bit. They will offer more insight on different, changes for different people. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? If you missed also my intro, check the description box. There's a lot of links to things that, people write me about every day. How to book with me, how to find me, how to reach out to me, how to find my Patreon channel. It's all there. What cards I use, all there. Okay, guys? Okay. This is nice. This is nice. Let's just go very slowly here, okay? So it looks like to me with the Four of Pentacles and the Empress, there's about to be like an idea coming forth that you're not aware of right now. I don't think you've discovered it yet. Now, if there's one of you out there or two of you out there that have recently, you know, came into the awareness of an idea or something really cool that could make you money or be profitable, it's happening. It's happening for you. The Empress here is beautiful too because it's like birthing the idea of. Really interesting here. Really interesting here because I feel like this is creative and I feel like it's going to kind of come into your mind like something you've never it's like a flash of insight and it's like, whoa, I never would have thought about something like that. I would have never really, you know, come up with this, but this is actually really cool and I can't believe I thought about it. There's something here with respect to an idea. And it's interesting because it looks like an opportunity with money, but not only that too, money in the home. There will be money in the home that's coming in from this idea. Now you could be the Empress yourself and you could be the mom who's just really making dollars right now, or you're just really that independent woman. Your money will continue to like flow. So what surprises are headed your way is that your money is going to be right. Okay. You don't have to worry about that. Money is bountiful. It's beautiful here and it feels stable. It feels stable, which is good because with 10 of Pentacles, this is stable. This is not like a little period of a good time and then, you know, it's going down. This feels stable. So if you're in the process of making money right now or money feels a little dry, it's about to pick up for you. Now, I can't get over this Queen of Wands here because she's down here as well too. There could be like a female around you, a female friend. I don't know, just a female period. Could be your cousin. I don't know who, but you got to be very careful with this woman. I feel like she's with the Seven of Swords, not to be trusted. She could be literally stealing ideas. I don't know, or she could be watching you. I don't feel like her intentions are good here. With the Magician sitting next to her down here too, it's like he's pointing right at her. There's someone around you. I feel like you might have an inkling or you might not notice it at all. You need to be more attentive to this person, as in watch their behavior. I think this person secretly is quite jealous. I feel like you have qualities that they would like that they just can't maybe get, or there's somewhere that I feel like copycat like energy, okay? Copycat energy. Not there for the right reasons, okay? Something very strange here going on. She's in your vicinity and she could be even coming across as like someone who is really like loving or loves you or likes you, but I'm being told you need to watch her behavior. So words are great, but watch her behavior. Pay attention to her when you tell her something like good news. How does she react? Something along those lines. But this is sneaky. This is sneaky for me. With the Magician, there could be elements of her where she's really good at this, whatever she's doing. But what's interesting is with the Tower card, there's about to be a spat or something between you guys that kind of maybe reveals her in some way, okay? Now you're like, great, you know, that's a great surprise coming. But hey, you know, like I told you at the beginning, this could be negative surprises or positive surprises. But with the Tower card, I cannot deny the fact that, you know, she could be becoming obvious soon, or something could happen where you see her in a light where you've never seen her before, okay? And it's interesting with Queen of Wands, she can play that game, but she's not that good, I would say. She's not that good. It's not like the High Priestess. The High Priestess can fool you. This woman, she's the type of woman who maybe makes comments here and there, or I don't know, like she could say something or slip up and you just like kind of see her for who she is. Something along those lines. That's what I feel like. Now let's move away from her because there's something else going on here as well. There could be a new path that opens up after there's been some really quite dead energy. Now, this could be with respect to anything. It could be an opportunity. It could be even a person. We do have a Prince of Swords here. There could be some sort of dead energy that, no movement, okay, with somebody, where you kind of wanted there to be, but I don't know, there's a period of like I said, dead energy. Now, the Four of Swords can also point to as far as separation as well. Maybe you haven't heard from them. They're coming back. Or there's something about to be like a movement, like a strong movement. Now, this could be like delays with anything, guys. Maybe you had a trip planned and there was a delay and now it's like opening up for you. There's movement, because Prince of Swords can very much point to also to the energy of movement as well, because swords is very quick energy, okay? Whatever it is that's been stagnating in your life, now you, at this point when you're watching this, think about whatever that is for you personally. It's gonna open up and it's gonna go quick. And I think you're gonna be like shocked about it, because you're just like, whoa, what's going on here? This is, everything was like kaput for a bit. And now it's like, it's going so fast and my head's spinning. I don't know what that's respect to. Like I said, it could be an opportunity, or it could be a person, or it could be something as mundane as maybe you have filed paperwork, okay? And it's been taking years for it to pass through. And then all of a sudden it's ready and you're called and you just got to like make yourself available. Something along those lines, okay? Now, let's see what's going on within these other cards. Okay, so we have February. Now it's interesting, because if you look at the face on this February card, this is like very quick. She's blowing air. Whatever this is blowing quick air. I think there's going to be the period of February is going to be a very busy time for you. Very busy time. Okay. I think you better prepare yourself for February. I know we're like quite a ways away from that, but it doesn't matter. It's always good to prepare. February could be a very busy time for you. Ladder, climbing towards success. Yeah. So listen, you have ideas. I don't know if you have your own business. But February could literally be a very busy month. Not only that, February could be when it starts to really like pick up or kick off for you, towards having success, as far as it being consistent and like maybe quick, okay? Quick, and it's like your movement, it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And that's when all the money comes and you have to be available. I don't know. February could mean something to maybe a few of you out there watching. I have no idea. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Okay, so listen, I don't know if you have any ideas in that beautiful head of yours, but I'm telling you right now, if you have any type of ideas, don't share them with anybody. Really put them to use, because I think with this pile, especially being represented by the Empress, you have a lot of talent, and a lot of creative energy that can take you places in life. So please, if this is resonating, write those ideas down, get started, try to maybe even do something that you don't usually do, something that's different. That could be, always a good thing, okay? I take chances all the time, and I'm telling you, yes, maybe a few times you fail, but for the most part, like 97% of the time, they always prosper. Beetle, good fortune. Yeah, you have good fortune coming for you. You're going to be really, I feel like very busy next year. Very busy next year. And I think it's a lot to do with how smart and intellectual you are. And really, I feel like with the Beetle, the consistency of who you are, okay? But like I said, just watch out for this woman. I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's in your workplace, but she looks to me like a copycat, and I don't know why. And I think it's maybe, well, no, it's probably because the Seven of Swords is there, but I don't know. I feel like she wants to be you, okay? And nothing to be scared of. This is not like a single white female thing. Just, relax. But, we encounter people like this all the time. Even I do on YouTube. People, they copy other people on YouTube all the time. But what's great about the viewer is that you can always see through the skin. You can always see through that, even through the screen, okay? So let's see what's going on here with these two cards. All you need to do is believe in yourself. Well, yep. Look at you. You might be actually up neck, just like how he's up to his neck, this dinosaur in the water. You could be up to your neck right now in water, as in maybe just kind of surviving. But I'm telling you, the more you keep this belief about yourself and just feel strong about, what will come and, manifest that future and paint the idea of what you want, this could all come into effect, okay? I feel like it will. You're going to do really, really good. I'm telling you. Next year, it's going to be your year. You are moving on to a steady and reliable path. So yeah, maybe things haven't been so reliable. Maybe things have been very flighty, very wishy-washy. Maybe they felt like inconsistent. Things will become to pick up, okay, soon for you. More reliable, very much so what you crave, okay? I think you're a person who probably really likes that, you know, consistency. It's coming for you. Just be patient. Ooh, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay. So listen, this Chariot with the Four of Swords could be the fact that, you know, nothing's been happening in the love department. It's been dead. It's been like so dry, like the Sahara Desert. You're just like, I'm ready to meet somebody. I want to have some fun. There is new love coming in, okay? The Prince of Swords could be that person. This could be even a younger guy, but his energy is quick. So this tells me soon, okay? Soon. Maybe February. I consider February soon still too, okay? Someone's coming in, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this person. I think this person might be what you need as far as just even relieving some tension, okay? Tension. I think you've been focused very much on your work, and you need some fun, okay? So Jade pile, wow, very interesting. Let me know what you guys thought, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, so our beautiful circular citrine. If you missed the intro, guys, there's going to be a lot of different messages in here for all the different people who are watching this, so just stick around. There could be one message that resonates. Just take what does and leave what doesn't, okay? Another thing too, check my description box, guys. There's definitely, you know, people always ask me, where can I find the information to yourself? In the description box. Oh goodness, we don't have any more cards? Okay, so I guess it was meant to be. That was meant to be. So we don't have any more cards, guys. So let's read these ones. Okay. Sorry, to finish up what I was saying, the link to my Patreon channel, what cards I use, the timestamps, they will all be there. Let's move this down like this since we only have these ones. That's very interesting, you know. I'm always shocked when that happens because every other pile got the other cards too. So I don't know what happened there, but this is what's meant to be. So let's read it. Okay, so what surprises can be coming your way? What will be coming your way? It looks like we've been having a tough time with a certain individual, okay? I think you've been working a lot towards something, and I don't know if this is necessarily to be with the person, but I think it's on yourself, okay? I think this could be potentially some sort of deep connection where you believe that if you work on yourself, that person will come back. It's kind of interesting here. I don't know if this is twin flame energy. I'm not sure, but we have a lot of work being done, and I feel like it's one person. So I feel like this is on yourself. I think you've also been really doing a good job at maybe staying busy or maybe like keeping a good head about you while this person has been gone. It's interesting. So what kind of surprises are headed your way is that there will be communication coming back from someone who's walked away. Now this card literally can point to someone who's ghosted you, someone who's turned their back on you. I think the message from this pile is actually going to be a surprise. Never mind what will happen, because I think you don't know how much this person loves you. And I don't blame you, because I think they probably haven't told you. There's a lot of love here with this Ace of Cups, so much so that it's like overflowing. And that could be the reason why maybe this person can't stay away. Maybe they tried to stay away, or they left because maybe the feeling of the love was too intense. But they're finding their way back to you, which is interesting. And I think it's because of how they feel. They're not able to forget, I feel like, what happened here. This is very centered around love, okay? Very centered around love. This could be even an ex or someone you've dismissed. It can go both ways, where you've kind of maybe sent this person away. And now you're just kind of in a position right now where you've kind of seen the fruits of your labor. You've been working on yourself. You may have even learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn with respect to this connection, okay? But I can't deny the fact that the Eight of Wands are here. I feel like this person, they're acting on their emotions as well within this. Not only did you feel this, but I think that them coming back is them acting on their emotions. I think it's emotion-based. I think that this has a lot to do with urge and resistance, because what the King of Wands is fire to me. So this is a person who's not being able to kind of like tame this fire within them. They're functioning out of passion right now. It might not be the best comeback. If they do come back, there could be, maybe they don't say the right thing, but I cannot deny the fact that the surprise that's coming for you, and this hasn't happened in any other pile, okay? This is a main message here. So if this is not resonating, guys, just don't worry. I upload videos every week. You can come back for a different one. This is mainly for someone who feels like, you know, they've been ghosted by this person, or there hasn't been communication from this person, or feels like this person has kind of like left them high and dry, or something along the lines that there's been a depression, or even maybe you've, not a depression, sorry, separation, or maybe you have even dismissed this person. This person wants back, and they're gonna come back. Okay, there's nothing more to talk about with those cards. Let's see what these cards say. So October, there's gonna be some sort of communication from this person. I think right now they're really thinking hard about it. I think they would probably even come forward now, but I think they're thinking a lot about how to come back. That's what I feel like. Because I think with the feeling that I'm feeling here, they would do it right now if they could, but I think they're treading carefully, because I think they maybe don't know how you'll receive them or if they will be well received, but there's something here like that along those lines. Fan, romance, celebration, and party. Okay, well, this is a romantic interest. And they want to celebrate with you. And I don't know why. I don't know why they want to celebrate. This could be maybe they have their own thoughts in their head of how they can start new with you or something like that. So it's like, I want to kind of announce that we should maybe give this another go. Something along those lines. Okay, we have the Love card and the Barrel. You will feel something is lacking in your life. Perhaps love, money, or goals. So I think maybe you haven't maybe been able to rid yourself of this person either, because there's kind of a lack in your life as far as love. Maybe nobody new is showing up and there's only this person. You could be technically manifesting this person. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes when we focus our energy on people, it kind of brings them back to us too, okay? It kind of brings us back to them too. You know, never underestimate the power of energy. It's so real, guys, so real. So listen, I feel confident that someone's coming back. Okay, what's going on? You got a lot of weird cards here. Okay, there's 3 cards there, which I only picked one of these cards for everybody else. So there's something very strange going on here. Souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. So listen, I guess you guys have some sort of a connection, a soul tie. This connection's not over yet. There's something more that needs to be discovered. And maybe through this, you know, comeback, you'll be able to discover that. You will meet your soulmate when the time is right. So maybe the time wasn't right before. Maybe it wasn't right. Maybe there was a lot of ego involved. Maybe there was too much intensity. Maybe you guys have learned how to kind of maybe deal with this connection or how to kind of better navigate it. But there's something here as far as like giving it another go. And I cannot deny the fact that if we look at the man in this connection, he's functioning from the brain, whereas she's functioning from the heart. So he needs to come out of that brain of his and move into his heart center. So maybe he's ready to do that now that he's represented by wands. I don't know. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I don't know if there was codependency in this relationship. Maybe everybody thought that, you know, we needed each other. I need you. I need you. Nobody needs anybody. So maybe that's what has been released. And that's why the two of you are coming back together. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I think you're not going to have that much time to figure this out. I think maybe you're going to look at this reading and say, you know what? Let's see, you know, I mean, who knows, you know, if this is even real, but for one of you out there, it could be that this is going to come so soon that it's going to kind of really, you're not going to have time to think about it, okay? Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So there's a past lover who is thinking of you and really wants to kind of either give it another go or, I don't know, experience something with you. Lots of heavy energy here. This is a connection that is very heavy. And when I'm reading on it, I can hardly breathe. So maybe you felt like when you knew this person, you couldn't breathe, or this person took your breath away. But the intensity, I cannot deny the intensity of this reading, of this pile. It's heavy, okay? And it could have to do with this Ace of Cups, okay? Lots of love between you two. Things aren't over yet. The story is still going. There's more to be written, okay? So pile 4, wow. Let me know what you guys thought, and thank you so much for watching.